I found this old clock and radio, and it's just so cool. But we need to clean it up. So, first things first, you'll come on with me. Now, I highly doubt we're actually going to get this working. I just want to clean it up for a piece of art. First thing we're going to do, that's a leaf, is clean around here. Might need another one. Tweezers, screwdriver, pliers. Another screwdriver. So I think it's pretty obvious what I'm doing here. I'm just cleaning it up, and this took a really long time, like 3 hours for this entire project. It was really, really fun though. You gotta love old adhesive being peeled. Now for the next couple minutes I'm just generally cleaning everything up. I end up taking it apart here. And yeah, undoing the screws, taking it all apart. It was a real pain to get it back together, but I'm just gonna let you watch this and enjoy it. It was quite hard to figure out how to get it apart, let alone put it back together. I struggled with actually taking it apart for quite a while, and then putting it back together was even harder. What I'm doing here is I'm just going to give them a bath of soapy water, clean it, and then leave them to dry for about 24 hours. I just used a toothbrush just to clean it all out with the soapy water, and that's pretty much all I'm doing here. Alright. Has been 24 hours. And it is dry. We need to put it back together. I really enjoyed just playing with the clock part of it. I do have to admit I spent a lot of time just playing with the dials and stuff. I had to edit it out, otherwise there'd be like 5-6 minutes of just sped up footage of just me playing with it. But you know, it's really, really satisfying to do. I've actually got it here while I'm editing with me and doing the voiceover. Anyway, it's really fun. There's probably going to be people in the comments whinging about the fact that I cut some of the wires, but the wires that I actually cut, they didn't actually connect to anything. I don't know if you remember the 2 rusty screws that I took out on the base plate just before I washed it. They actually were for the antennas, FM antenna and AM antenna, because back then for some reason they used 2 different antennas. And as they were actually soldered onto it, there was no way of getting it off without cutting it, so they would just have loose ends. So I thought I may as well cut it from the board. I've never asked this before, but if you enjoyed this, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. putting this wire back together correctly around the pulley to get the dial for the radio thing to work was a pain. It was an absolute pain. It was horrible. I spent at least 25 minutes on this just trying to get it correct back in because it was so tight and it was just so hard. I eventually got it, but it was just a real pain to do. I've watched people do this sort of restoration thing before, and I don't understand how they don't do it without, like, listening to a book or listening to music or, like, watching another video while you're at it. Like, I just feel like, I don't know, I would find that really quite hard, as I always listen to an audiobook when doing this kind of stuff, and it kind of amazes me that other YouTubers, they just do that. I don't know why. I have ADHD, so that might be it. But yeah, I've always found it hard just to focus on one thing without some sort of background noise. I've been listening to the Harry Potter series. I've been really enjoying it. But yeah, this isn't sponsored or anything. I just really like audiobooks. Of course it's not sponsored. I've got like 270 subscribers. And thank you to everyone who has subscribed. It means a lot to me. There's another about 15 minutes of sped up footage of me just trying to get it back on, so I'm just gonna edit it out for you guys. After I got the string mechanism back on, which I do have to admit is actually really quite clever, it's just really annoying to put back on, I just continued putting everything back together. Obviously, I don't know why I had to say that. Worked on getting the clock mechanism back in. It took a little bit to figure out how to. I had to sort of put my head down level with the thing and get it angled correctly, but I did eventually get it in, and I'm actually really quite happy with the outcome of it. Like, it's really quite cool. I'm actually going to put it on my shelf, you know, the shelf that I have all the stuff related to the channel on, just below my Rubik's Cubes. Yeah, that one. And I think it's actually going to look really good. So I put the final couple of screws in and cleaned out that. I was originally going to put the glass back on, but I thought, well, I think I actually liked it better off, so I left it off. I originally planned to keep the glass on, but I thought it looked much better with it off, and I'm really quite happy with how it turned out. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you really did, make sure to leave a like, and if you really did, make sure to subscribe. This is Storm. See you in the next one.